Friday the 13th, and I'm making this video and then kind of posting it because I know I haven't posted in a couple of days, but let's see what's today. What's going on in my life today? SEC tournament, Kentucky and Florida, 1 o'clock. Florida's going to come into that game, you know, all cocky because they literally just handed us our ass in our own house. Today is also Outlander Friday, which I haven't even watched the first episode of season 8 yet because I just haven't. Day, let's see, what is 37 since the wreck. Day 9 in comfort care / hospice for my mother. I don't know what she's hanging on for. Every doctor, we actually had a new doctor come in the other day. And the original doctor that was on our first rounds with us, that we haven't seen since those first rounds, has been coming in the last couple of days, so. But we're going to try to keep her where she is at Kindred for as long as we possibly can. Provided, you know, her veins don't start to break down and I can't actually give her medication through her. She still has a main line. I think she's a main line. She has, her stomach tube is in, but she's not being fed. Because they can't exactly take that out. And also she's got a tube down here, but she's not hooked to the vent. But me and my aunts, we've just been going every day, and I started off this week working partial days, and the closer we got to the end, and I started hearing that death rattle, which she's been doing for a few days now. I was like, no, I can't be here anymore. She probably doesn't want me to be there at that end, but I want to spend every possible moment with her that I can, even though she's not awake. She's not responsive. She hasn't been awake or responsive since the wreck. Yesterday, I was sitting there and I was sitting next to her and I thought, I hated the way my father's obituary was written. Like, it had all these misspelled words and all these grammatical errors, and it drove me nuts. So I was like, let me go ahead and write Mom's. So I sat there, and I tell you, I don't know how many pieces of paper I went through trying to write it, and I couldn't. And finally, my aunts were like, what are you doing? So I was like, I'm trying to write Mom's obituary, but I didn't want to say that out loud because I know Mom can hear me, And my Aunt Starla was like, give me that paper. Let me write down some things. I'm like, okay, great. And then I had to go to the bathroom. So by the time I got back from the bathroom, come on, Claire. Come on. What, boo-boo? Yeah, geez, Miss Claire. It's my mom's cat, too. Of course, now you mine. By the time I got back from the bathroom, they had everything written, which was wonderful, because I know that they wouldn't mess it up, Hey, boo-boo. Yeah, this Miss Claire Bear. Claire is, of course, named after Claire Fraser from Outlander. I said, Claire, it's time to watch your namesake again for the final time. And she was like, what the heck? Anyway, what else? Already told the hospital who the funeral home is. Already called the funeral home. Have our outfit all picked out and ready. It's hanging over here, if you can see it. Yeah, my room's kind of a mess right now. We're in my room again. I had a beautiful dress picked out for her the other day, and it was, her. But it was short sleeved and kind of cut a little low a little bit, which I know she wouldn't like, but I figured it didn't matter. Then I got to thinking about it, and she's got all of these marks and bruises and, things left over from the crash. And, she's still got places on her that have things. And I was like, God, if she wears short sleeves, she would just not be happy if that were visible. So I got her the long sleeves. And, she loves red. So I thought that would be nice. But that was difficult. Because, I would have just chosen something from her closet, but she doesn't have, church clothes. Her excuse was, I can't go to church because I don't have any skirts. And I know she wouldn't want to go to Jesus wearing, just regular pants and a shirt she wore every day. It's special to her, so I got her a new outfit. Yeah, I think she likes it. I think she'll like it. Miss Claire, what are you doing? Anyway, so I'm about to go downstairs and help feed the animals. And my Aunt Connie she's been staying with me and just been totally amazing, just helping and even just, comforting the animals, because clearly they're suffering too. They haven't seen Mom for, what is it now, 37 days. And I can't take them to the hospital. I thought I was going to, but it's just not a good environment, especially for the dogs. Even with her not having all that stuff attached to her anymore, it's just not a good environment. So I hope that's not what she's waiting for. God, I wish I could figure that out. Anyway. So that's all I know right now. It's Friday the 13th. Maybe she was waiting for Friday the 13th. I don't know. But anyway. Wear your seatbelt. Make your wishes known. Put them in writing.